Welcome to MINDSHOCK Sports. This is your host, Bruce McGuire, and today we are traveling back to 2010, even though Jake Paul wasn't really doing much back then, where the names Ronda Rousey, Gina Carano, and Jean-Claude Van Damme possibly meant something in the fight world. So, two new fights highly discussed online, perhaps one more than the other. Jean-Claude Van Damme calling out Jake Paul, and then the most overrated female fighter, or actually overrated fighter ever in combat sports history. The cringe master herself, Ronda Rousey, made a name for herself, beating up soccer moms, part-time fighters, and then getting decimated whenever she faced full-time fighters without the refs helping her. Against Gina Carano, who actually was a legitimate fighter, who actually deserved the accolades that Ronda got. Gina Carano actually was a competent fighter back in the day. Alright, so we're going to go over all this and more in typical MINDSHOCK fashion with logic and reason at the forefront. If you want to help support the podcast, you can donate to our PayPal. Check the link in the description. Make sure you're subscribed, like, and share. Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, and Patreon. You can also become a YouTube member right here on YouTube. Help support the channel that way. Welcome, Flat Bob, Christopher Allen. And is Lord Zed in here? Lord Zed requested this one. Lord Racer, is that Lord Zed? I can't keep track of all your names. No one asked for these fights. Or is Lord Racer not Lord Zed? Nobody missed anything, just loading up a couple videos here. So, Lord Racer is not Lord Zed. Interesting. So there's two lords in in the MINDSHOCK chat. Okay. Where is Lord Zed? Lord Zed requested this topic. So, yeah, let's go over Jake Paul, Jean-Claude Van Damme first. So, out of nowhere, Jean-Claude Van Damme releases this video. And I don't know what the I don't know what the attire is here. I don't know why he's dressed like this. So he's indoors with a beanie, aviators, looks like 5 layers of white turtlenecks and some kind of robe. I don't know, is that 10 layers? Is that like an Antarctic layer? Where's he even filmed? Where is this video even recorded?
Hey Jake, this is JCVD, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Bloodsport. Let's do a fight, a real fight of course. I promise you I will not kick below the belt. which means no low kick, so I don't break your knee, I don't break your ankle. That's
He has no problem breaking his skull, breaking his ribs, breaking his shoulders, just no issue. But for whatever reason, the knees and the ankles are just off limits.
number one. Number two, you cover yourself. Same for me, I guess. You've done a good fight with AJ. People, they make fun, but you were very courageous, okay? So I'm telling you so as a friend, right? Or, yeah, as a friend, why not? So let's do a fight. It can be done in Macau and
Macau. Is it my cow? He has his own cow. He wants to fight in the cow? Or Macau?
Las Vegas, can be in Middle East, Paris, the UK.
So anywhere then. So the fight can be anywhere. He's just gonna randomly name every place ever.
I like Macau. We can do it Macau, kind of cool. Or Dubai, Abu Dhabi, whatever. Saudi Arabia. You choose the place, and I'll give 15% of my profit to a charity.
15? That's not that much. 15? What is going on here? What is this? Is this even really Van Damme?
You can do same, and if not, that's your decision. And I'll make
Let me double check. Is it 15 or 50?
Abu Dhabi, whatever. Saudi Arabia. You choose the place, and I'll give 15% of
It sounds like 15 to me.
my profit to a charity.
Notice he said profit, not purse. What does that mean? What does that mean? That's after all deductions for everything?
You can do same, and if not, that's your decision. And I'll make the promoter do the same. So that's it. Short message. It's Instagram. Guys, everybody who can hear this message, visualize this message, audio visualizing this message, please send that around the world.
Audio visualize? When was the last time somebody said something would be audio visualized? Oh, man.
I want Jake Paul to know about it, okay? K1 against boxing without low kick and without elbow. I will not stop until you say yes. What do you have to lose? You are handsome, you're beautiful. I don't drive a Ferrari. I do my spray shampoo.
What? What is he talking about? Is he right in the head here? So Van Damme actually recently had back surgery. So I'm not even sure what's going on here. Like maybe he's highly medicated. What is he? I have no idea what he's talking about. Driving Ferraris. I mean, Van Damme is actually well known for his luxury car collection, but I guess he might not have one right now, but I mean, he's obviously really well off. He doesn't drive a Ferrari, so he just collects them without driving them. I mean, what is going on here? Now, don't get me wrong, I'm a big Van Damme fan. But I don't know why he's talking about him not owning or driving. I mean, there have been a few videos of him with his Ferraris and the high lifestyle, but let's continue here.
Sorry, you have to lose. You are handsome, you're beautiful. I don't drive a Ferrari. I do my spray shampoo. Sorry, spray perfume. I'm a normal guy who just
He doesn't spray perfume?
want to kick your ass. Simple like that. Jean-Claude Van Damme, lots of respect, but still, you'll go to sleep.
Oh man, this is weird. He might just be highly medicated. But yeah, apparently he's got quite a few different Ferraris. I mean, here's 3 different ones right here. He's got. These are 3 different ones right here just in a 2-second search. He might have a bunch more too, but. So he's talking about he doesn't drive Ferraris? I mean, what is he talking about? And what is he talking about with shampoo or perfume? And now I don't know if these are knockoffs or whatever, but apparently he does have his own line of scents. Possibly more than one. Just found this one. Sold in Dubai, but yeah, like what is he talking about? Like does that like what is he talking about? Flat Bob says he sold his cars to pay for his back surgery. Oh man. Christopher Allen says profit because I guaranteed will be staged like the last ones. Yannick says JCVD has always been like that. You didn't hear him on French and Belgian. He was not always like this. I mean, his speech cadence was similar. Yes, I'm talking about the content of what he's talking about. Yeah, I mean, English was not his first language, so yeah, his speech cadence was always like that. But yeah. So first of all, I don't think this fight's ever gonna happen. But if it does, he's how old is he? I mean, he's old now. Let's get his exact age. So he's 65. Birthday's October 18th. So if this fight happens this year, he'll be 65. If it's the following year, he'll be 66. That's an interesting age to do a fight. I mean, what kind of shape is he in? I mean, he's always been in good shape. He's never gotten super fat. But he also has been looking the worst he's ever looked in the past few years. So the last actually, I shouldn't say that. 64, he was still pretty decent in last year. So this is a photo from last year. So he looks to be in pretty good shape, but he's a lot smaller than Jake Paul. I mean, I don't think he ever weighed over 200 pounds. He's supposedly 185 pounds now, and he's 5'9". So it's going to be like an open weight? He's 5'9". Some places he's listed 5'9", somewhere 5'10". Usually celebrities inflate their height, so he's most likely 5'9". Actually, I found listings of him at 5'8" as well. And actually, I don't know, this might not be verified. Supposedly he's gotten up to 220 pounds Wow, here's a throwback photo. Van Damme looks absolutely ginormous in this photo here. This might have been even pre-Bloodsport. I mean, that's the biggest his arms have ever looked. Well, he did do bodybuilding, yeah. I mean, how big was he as a bodybuilder? Yeah, okay. I mean, maybe he was 220 as a bodybuilder. I mean, he looks pretty massive there. All right. Maybe he's gonna put on some muscle. I don't know. At 65 years old, he's gonna start building muscle. Papa Pump asks, are they really fighting? I don't think so. I mean, stranger things have happened. I would have guessed the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight would never happen. And that was, obviously a lot of issues with that. It looks like that was totally fixed. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't think so. I mean, Jean-Claude Van Damme is not the most famous guy, to the newer generation. So I don't know why Jake Paul would fight him. I don't know why Jake Paul would agree. Van Damme called him out. I don't think the fight's going to happen. But who knows? So apparently I was wrong. Van Damme has gotten above 200 pounds. But I think that was only in his bodybuilder days. Yeah, I think he's usually in the 180s. It's always been pretty lean. But let's look at this latest image of him. Yeah, apparently this was 1979 was his bodybuilder days. Actually, this image right here is from 2 years ago. So I don't know, actually. So this is him when he was 63. He actually looks pretty decent for 63. You can still see abs. He almost looks better at 64. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's not that. Maybe he's in decent shape, but he just had back surgery. He just had I think it was like spinal fusion surgery. Yeah, it's weird. Like his muscles look in good shape, but he just looks so old. This is him at 64. It's 2 years ago. I mean, he just looks old. I wouldn't say weak per se. I mean, obviously he would, destroy other 60-year-olds out there. Probably a lot of 50-year-olds, maybe some 40-year-olds. But I mean, obviously Jake Paul's not a world beater, but he might be a solid middle of the pack boxer. Heavy, a solid middle of the pack boxer. What did he weigh in his last fight? 216 pounds. He usually competes at 200 pounds. He fought Mike Tyson at 199.4 pounds. He's 6'1". All right, so he's not absolutely ginormous, but, I mean, is it going to be open weight? Is Van Damme, because Van Damme, I mean, he's not cutting for anything. This is just him in shape. So is he going to try to put on more mass? Or is he going to is this going to be open weight? Or is it going to be, let's say at 200 pounds and Van Damme's going to come in lighter? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to blaspheme against Van Damme. But oh, actually these photos are much older. He's 59 here on these two photos at the left. He's 64 at the photo that says he's 64. He almost looks younger at 64 than at 59, but yeah. I mean, I don't know if he's coming off an injury or something, but okay. So, well, now he's coming off a back surgery. So, August 2025. So, it wasn't that recent. Okay. So but still, coming off of back surgery as a 64-year-old, I mean, that's not the same thing as coming off of surgery as a 20-something-year-old. So, yeah, I mean, coming off of back surgery, I mean, at any age, I mean, that's rough. Are you going to jump into like a full contact fight? So, I don't know. I don't know. He says he's not going to stop bothering until he gets the fight, which is interesting. Let's hear. So let's hear what his buddy, his former best friend and training partner Tong Po has to say about all of this.
JCVD recently called out Jake Paul to do a boxing. Did you see that? And if so, what's your opinion?
I mean, what can I say? He might surprise. He might surprise people. I mean, because even though he had like some health issue, if the kicks come in,
Yeah.
if the kicks is inside,
Yeah.
yeah. If the kicks come in, I know he still has some strong kick, even though he can look to you kind of, certain age. And
See, here's the thing: we're not talking about Van Damme versus a random guy in his 20s on the street. Because if the guy's only somewhat trained and roughly the same size, Van Damme probably would, destroy average guys. Jake Paul is not an average guy. I mean, this guy, he might legitimately be a middle of the pack professional boxer. I think he could actually I don't think he's the worst professional boxer boxing today. I think he could beat quite a few of, the lower tier and possibly somewhere around mid tier. Because if he was truly trash, he would have just got knocked out in the first round of every single fight. The Anthony Joshua fight was pretty crazy. I mean, who thinks it was fixed? It might have been fixed and then Joshua just went off script, but either way, to just survive, even with the 50%, even with Anthony Joshua going 50%, how many people could survive even 50% Anthony Joshua? So Jake Paul's not a random scrub. People like to hate him and pretend he is. I mean, this is a legitimately trained professional boxer who might be somewhere around middle of the pack. He might be a middling boxer. I guess you can call him mediocre, right? He's not the worst of all time. I don't think he's at the very bottom of the rankings. I think he's middle of the pack. And so a 65-year-old Van Damme, potentially a 66-year-old Van Damme. I mean, if you want to take a 40-year-old Van Damme, that might be interesting. I still don't really know what's going to happen. See, Van Damme was supposed to fight that one kickboxer guy in 2009, and then 2010, 2011, 2012. Then that fight fell through ultimately. A lot of people thought Van Damme would get destroyed in that fight as well. But it's weird. Muhammad Akisi's talking about a 65-year-old Van Damme as if, in a professional fight, in a street fight against no-names, if it's a really big, strong, fast, athletic guy, I really don't know. See, with Steven Seagal, his technical skill and speed is so off the charts. I might have to take a 70-year-old Seagal over most people, but Seagal is not most people. See, Van Damme was a very athletic fighter. Seagal, he didn't really use his athleticism that much. He was mostly technical. Van Damme, you're talking about acrobatic, athletic kicks and speed as his bread and butter. Now, obviously power. I mean, he had a lot of power, but the basis, it was all in the athleticism, which, you know, at 65 years old, I mean, it's just rough. It's just, I mean, I don't know how much Kesey's saying all of this with a straight face. Is Muhammad Kesey fighting Don the Dragon Wilson? Because I thought they were fighting. Hold on a second. Let me check that. So Kesey called out Don Wilson back in 2023. And the fight has still not... I thought they were actually going to fight for real, though. Huh. Apparently, Don the Dragon Wilson responded that it won't last one round, but there's no official fight. That's weird. That's weird. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So they're supposedly they were supposed to fight, but I guess they're not. I mean, if it hasn't happened by now, but yeah, that's weird. But anyway, look at Kesey here breaking down this fight. Like, who thinks Van Damme, Jake Paul would be competitive today? I mean, I don't know. I don't want to blaspheme. See, Van Damme coming off of back surgery. See, if at least he wasn't coming off of back surgery, and also Van Damme was saying no low kicks and no elbows, as if he's doing Jake Paul a favor. I mean, Jake Paul can learn like basic leg kicks and elbows if he doesn't know them already. He probably already knows them, and they're pretty devastating. So that's yeah. Austin MP says, if he's allowed the snake, I have Jake Roberts over anyone. Austin MP says, Steven Seagal versus Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson's not a legitimate fighter, is he? I don't want to blaspheme against Mel Gibson, one of the greatest actor-directors in the history of Hollywood. Flat Bob says, let's not forget Jake is a little weak in the jaw right now. Okay, fused jaw shut Jake Paul against fused spine Van Damme at 65 years of age. Oh, man. Lord Racer says Tyrone Woodley's the backup fighter just in case. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, I don't know how this is being discussed legitimately. I mean, again, obviously anybody has a chance, but I don't know how a coming off back surgery 65-year-old Van Damme is going to do here.
And maybe tired, but I saw him not long time ago. He still have some kick which can impress people.
Yes, he's still really good at kicking, no doubt. No doubt. Very impressive. But, you know, outside, I mean, in movie fights, like... I haven't watched his latest movies, but yeah, he's still kicking like crazy in all the movies. But that's a little bit different than a full contact fight.
Jake Paul, I believe, with Joshua, for me, I think he could put him down in the first round, but he left it. He left it, you know.
What? Kesey thinks that Jake Paul could have beat Anthony Joshua in the first round. I mean, no doubt, if it was a fix and they were trying to stretch the rounds, that's one. But that doesn't mean that he could have beat him, just because Jake Paul holding back, even if he didn't hold back against Joshua, what makes... Look, maybe, yeah, the fight looked really shady, no doubt. And maybe there was some kind of contractual obligation to make it to a certain round on both parts. But even if Jake Paul went 100%, what makes Kesey think he could have beat Anthony Joshua? I don't know.
Because people pay money, and because he got a lot of money, he cannot just go and put it down in the first round. Mike Tyson, same thing. I really think, I don't know if you saw those shots where he held his right hand. I mean, he could have, the first round, he could have, you know. So it's not like we are saying Jean-Claude has to put his, you know, a fight on with Joshua or with Tyson. It's with Jake Paul. So with Jake Paul, yeah, I mean, yeah. That's what I think. But, you know, if he wants it, life is short. Let's do it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, like, going off what you're saying, easy for Van Damme in his prime. Easy win in his prime.
Oh no, man, no! Don't even talk about it. He's trying.
Look at the incredulity on Casey's face. I mean, I'm not disagreeing. Prime Van Damme would probably beat Jake Paul in kickboxing. I don't know about boxing though. I mean, he's a lot faster, so I guess. I mean, I don't know. Now, to all the goofs that are no doubt gonna come in here triggered, hallucinating that Van Damme never had any real fights. There's three groups of people, right? There are the goofs that say Van Damme's never fought, and so he's not a legitimate fighter. They don't know that he actually did compete. And then there's a second group that does know that he competed in semi-contact or light contact karate. So he competed in non-full contact karate. And then there's another group of people that don't know he also competed in full contact kickboxing. Van Damme has two different records. He has his semi or light contact karate record, but then he also has his full contact kickboxing record. He actually has a pretty good record. And for those wondering where the receipts are, well, of course, I'm going to put the receipts on the screen right now for all the hater goofs out there. And the record was under his real name, Jean-Claude Van Varenberg. So back in the day, goofs were saying, there's no record of him. Well, it's not like he hid his name. This was public. He did a public name change. So there was nothing hidden here. It's very easy for any non-retarded investigator to find out his real name and his record. So, yeah, he was a champion. I think he was only European champion. Let me see here. I don't know if... Yeah, I don't think he was a world champion. He might have been a belt champion, national and European champion. Let's see here. He did lose a few times. He's got 2 semi-contact, light contact losses. I don't know. One of them was supposedly some kind of, this was in the World Association of Kickboxing. Oh, actually, he did full contact karate too. My bad. My bad. So he did both semi-contact. There's 3 different classifications of karate. There's light contact and semi-contact. I'm assuming that's the same thing, but they're classified in 2 different categories. And then he also did full contact karate and also kickboxing, which is full contact. Yeah, apparently he did. He had 3 matches. He lost one of them by DQ. So I don't know if he himself was... So I'm guessing he was never knocked out. So his loss, it doesn't say... So he's got a point... Yeah, he's only lost by decision. Never been knocked out. So here are the highlights. Oh, it says world? It was world kickboxing and world karate? Huh. Because on the wiki, it doesn't actually give... Most of these fights are all in France or Belgium. Okay, so the organization is World Association of Kickboxing. Okay. Huh. So did they simply have the championship there? Yeah, I mean, there's I mean, this was the 70s, so I guess, you know, it's not like it was recent. And they do have the records, and there is video too. So let's watch this. Yeah, it looks like they're going full contact to me. And they got the gloves on and everything. I think the ones where there's no gloves and no foot pads, that was the semi-contact, light contact. Yeah, so this, well, the hands are wrapped, so I don't know. He did have 3 full contact karate matches also, so this is obviously not kickboxing here. So this would either be full or semi contact. So there is some evidence. So it says world champion in full contact also. So, yeah, there you go. So it's not like he has 0 experience, but that was a long time ago. Austin says, I think Jake is decent, but the AJ fight looked like an agreement at the beginning, but maybe he was just being careful since he's been caught before. I think it's very possible it was fixed, and then Anthony Joshua just went off script at the end. I wish Tyson had done that. Welcome, Radar. The Fallen Slaves of Saul says he competed in Bloodsport. I've seen the documentary.
Brother, no.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see what he does. Some people say,
Definitely.
is Jean-Claude a real fighter? I mean, man, you don't have eyes. You don't
Yeah,
have eyes.
that's right.
You don't see.
100%.
You don't see the screen.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy was a fighter before he started to do movies.
Yes. Yeah.
He was the champion before he started to do movies in
Mm.
Karate Shotokan. And then he did one kickboxing fight with a good fighter in Germany. He opens up completely. He has that special kick go for Mawashi, and then he fakes, right? The guy open his guard to stop, and then he goes inside.
Yeah, so it actually looks like he might have had more fights than are listed on the wiki. So, I mean, what I could find, his full contact kickboxing record is 18-1. He actually fought all the way to 1982. And then he has so his semi-contact karate is non-professional. So he did professional full contact kickboxing, he's 18-1. And then he did amateur semi-contact karate, 44 wins, 4 losses. And then there's also, and then I found a few listings of full contact karate as well. There were at least 3 full contact karate fights too. But, yeah. I think we went over this on a different episode. But here's an image of another full contact. Here's a full contact image. This is clearly full contact. And these are all old from before the rollout of AI, or at least the public rollout of AI for those thinking these are fake. So, I mean, that looks pretty full contact to me. Full contact karate. And how old is the guy he's fighting? Because Van Damme looks pretty young here. The guy he's fighting, it doesn't look like Van Damme has a black belt. The other guy has a black belt. Van Damme, I mean, this is a black and white photo, but Van Damme's belt looks way lighter than black. Yeah, it's a shame there aren't more of these, just more videos of the full fights, but, kind of, you know, Van Damme was kind of a nobody back then. So that was interesting. Who's still here? Wow. Wait, is it still here? I don't think it crashed. Is the Illuminati censoring discussion of Jean-Claude Van Damme? Is that what the world has come to? Wow, that's messed up. That's messed up. So I guess nobody's left in here. Fallen Slave this all says Jake Paul is beating him up. I sure can relate to the Claude with the red hat. All right, so I guess we'll go over Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano on the next episode. But if anyone was here, thanks.